Hi guys, today we are doing a shiny hunt with a twist, so let's get right into it. Okay guys, so today we are using RNG to catch a shiny. That actually rhymed and I didn't plan that, so we're going to stick with that as the name. So how does it work? We're going to go to a random number generator and put 1 to 400 for the Paldean Pokédex. The entry that gets rolled is the Pokemon that we are going to hunt for, whether we do it via breeding or outbreaks or sandwiches, whichever way we do it, I will kind of just see depending on what we roll. So let's head to the random number generator. Don't forget guys, if you do enjoy this video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy it. There is also going to be a giveaway during this video, so make sure you keep an eye out for the giveaway. I will tell you how to enter later on in the video. So let's head over to the random number generator and put 1 to 400 and we actually get number 49. 49 here is actually Scarlet. Now Scarlet is actually a shiny that I've already caught via an outbreak on a TikTok stream. So here is my shiny masquerade, as you can see, little shiny. I headed over to my Discord server, link in bio if you want to join, and asked you guys if you had the sandwich making chart. Of course, you guys have all the knowledge and one of you guys came through and gave me this sandwich chart. I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to sandwiches, so I headed off to get the ingredients. The ingredients that I needed for this shiny hunt were pickles, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, and 2 Herba Mystica. I also decided to pick up like kind of lots of everything, because I've literally not used shinies myself yet, so this is the first time, and I think we might be using them a little bit more frequently going into post game. Now I actually went for 2 spicy Herba Mysticas because I already had those in my inventory, so I just thought that was the easiest for the bug shiny rates to be boosted. Okay, so we're gonna head to South Messagoza. Now this is actually where I caught the Scarlet that I got on the TikTok live stream from an outbreak, so I know that they spawn here. When you spawn, if you head to the left hand side of the lake, it's just down there in that area. Now obviously this is a good water spawn as well, so having the bug sparkling power sandwich would very much work to our advantage, because I think Scarlet is the only water bug Pokemon that spawn in this area, so we should see an increase of Scarlet. So now we just need to find a spot to set up a picnic, and you guys can see my boys. So we're gonna make the sandwich and we're gonna add the ingredients. So we need 3 times cherry tomatoes, 1 times cucumber, 1 times pickle, and 2 times spicy Herba Mystica. And of course you can't forget the cute little Eevee sandwich pick. You can use any sandwich pick, it doesn't matter which one you choose. I'm pretty sure all your sandwiches will be fine as long as the ingredients are matching to the chart. Now it's time to assemble the sandwich. Now I can't tell you how much anxiety I get when I assemble a sandwich. The pressure is unreal. Balancing the cherry tomatoes, balancing the cucumber. I was honestly in such hard concentration mode, because if you drop one item, it can royally mess up the sandwich recipe and you could get something that you weren't actually wanting to get. I would advise saving before you make a sandwich, but I forgot to do that, so the pressure was literally on. And now we finish it with the top bun, since we have everything assembled. And for whatever reason, the top bun just decided to get yeeted from existence. I mean, look at this sandwich. It's absolutely gorgeous. Inspired. I should 100% be a Michelin star chef. Time for the taste test. Nom 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 nom.
A little bit spicy.
It's a little bit spicy. Well, of course we expected that, because it was spicy Herba Mystica that was one of the main ingredients. And we got exactly what we wanted. The sparkling power bug is increased, as well as the encounter rate, which is increased, which is fantastic and is exactly what we wanted. So the sandwich might not look the best, but we certainly got what we wanted. Now to close the picnic and head to the area that we need to go to. As you can see, there is already some Scarlet deciding to spawn, so I sent out my shiny Jolteon to do some work. Swimming in and out of the areas will also work, because obviously they'll despawn and respawn, but I decided to use Jolteon here just to minimize my risk. So if you guys didn't know, the Scarlet shiny isn't the most obvious. It is when it's among other Scarlets, but you'll see sometimes, like with the shadows and the weather, it's really hard to tell if the Scarlet is shiny or not. So just for a little bit of reassurance, I decided to keep Jolteon pretty active. There was several times where I'd be in a shadowed area and I would think they look like a different color, and really it was just a shadowed area, and I would be vaguely disappointed. So we hop on Koraidon and we swim around endlessly searching for that shiny Surskit. I gotta say, the sandwich has really helped here because the spawns is pretty much all Surskit. You can see the odd Psyduck now and again, but you guys can see there's pretty much just Surskit here, which is fantastic. And as you can see, it did start to rain, which did waver my sight a little bit. I mean, I am old now, so maybe it's just because I've got terrible eyesight, but I was struggling a little bit. I don't know if anybody else gets the same kind of thing when they play Pokemon. Sometimes there's a lot on screen, sometimes with frame rate issues as well. I sometimes get a little bit kind of eye dizzy almost. It sounds really strange, but yeah, my eyes almost kind of feel like they're pulsating. It's weird. I don't know. Sometimes if there's too much on screen, I do struggle a little bit. So when it started raining, and obviously I was so determined to find this Surskit that does kind of look not as standoutish. It doesn't stand out as usual shiny, such as like Psyduck or Gyarados, of course. And what made this worse is it was actually starting to turn into night. Yes, I know, very, very scary. I was so scared. You can see the sun beginning to set, which was also a little bit concerning because obviously at nighttime, I think it's even harder to spot a Surskit. So for you guys that don't know, Surskit's shiny is somewhat kind of like a purpley color. Like I said, it is quite obvious, especially in the daytime. But as you can see here, it was raining and it was nighttime. So my eyes were in such concentration mode. I was so concerned that I was riding past a shiny Surskit at any point and it just despawned. So hence why I wanted to use my Jolteon when I could, swimming around endlessly trying to find one. Thankfully, the rain decided to stop, but the shadow and the dark was still quite hard to see. I don't know if you guys can see actually these Surskit here, but some of them do look kind of different colors, and it is genuinely just because it is nighttime. So you can best believe I was on focus mode. I was making sure I had no distractions and I just wanted to try and find this shiny Surskit. I was determined. I mean, this sandwich has literally come in clutch. I was even singing to myself about how much I wanted the shiny Surskit. Gotta find the shiny Surskit, shiny Surskit, shiny, shiny, shiny Surskit. Out of curiosity, is anybody's actual favorite Pokemon Surskit? I remember watching the Pokemon anime and the character Drew had a Masquerain, and oh my god, he used them in the contest and it was beautiful. That's one for anybody that watched the anime. I always thought Masquerain was a pretty cool Pokemon, probably a little bit underrated. Definitely really pretty though. I also like the shiny version of Masquerain. I think the green looks really, really cool. So it's nice to have that one in the bag, to be honest. As you can see, there were so many Surskit's looking at me. He looks so happy. He's just like a little spider with a little hat. Look at him. So we kept searching endlessly. The night was getting darker. I had less and less time on my sandwich, so I was starting to worry. I think around this time I had about halfway left on my sandwich and still nothing. I mean, obviously, I do want to say as a disclaimer, I actually don't have the shiny charm. So for anybody that does have the shiny charm, this method probably works even better for you guys, but I don't actually have the shiny charm. So just so you guys know, all my shinies out of my box, most of them, I've had about a quarter of them traded to me from you guys in the community. Most of them I've caught from outbreaks or just from running into them. I've not used sandwiches or anything, and I've just been that lucky. So the shiny spawns are definitely more frequent in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I have a feeling they are going to nerf them though. I just feel like they are a bit too frequent, but we will see. I mean, maybe they just think, oh, we're going to give back a little bit and make shinies easier to get. I remember grinding over 1,600 eggs on Pokemon Sword and Shield just to get a shiny Welmer, and oh my god, the day that I got that shiny Welmer was the best day of my entire life. And I remember it was during the pandemic, and I actually nearly cried when I got it. And I then evolved it and I had the most gorgeous pink, the most gorgeous pink Wailord, and I loved it so much, and it's one of my prized possessions. It's going to be waiting for me in Pokemon Home for me to eventually bring over because I absolutely love it. Like, big up the Wailord fans out there, because honestly, Wailord is such an underrated Pokemon. Like, I love Wailord, especially shiny Wailord. It's just so pink and so wonderful. So the time was ticking and I started to feel like maybe we weren't going to get the shiny Scarlet after all. But the key here is to not give up. I was trying to cover most of the area as I could, mostly covering the middle section, because the middle section seemed to be where the Scarlet spawned the most.
Wait a minute!
Here I am proceeding to panic and save before the shiny decides to despawn. As you guys can see, the Scarlet is a sort of light purpley color, so in the nighttime, it obviously, if you look at the Scarlet in the background, it is kind of an obvious kind of look, but with it being in the shadow, you don't always think that, you know, you sometimes do doubt yourself. It's not the most obvious shiny in the world, but it's still a good one. And then we get that netball. We throw the netball at the Scarlet and we caught the shiny Scarlet. Now, the shiny Scarlet, I actually decided to name Molly. It is a female Scarlet, so it seems to be a fitting name. And we are going to be giving away this shiny Scarlet on the YouTube channel. I'm really excited to give you guys something. So, how do you enter the giveaway? First up, you need to like and you need to comment. In the comments, please tell me your favorite bug type Pokemon to be entered into the giveaway. Most importantly, you've got to be subscribed, and I will be checking. I'll keep this open for a couple of weeks and I'll announce the winner during the next video. So I actually had around 11 minutes left of my bug sparkling sandwich. So I decided to check my outbreaks and I spotted something. Yes, you can see there a Venomoth, which means we could potentially use this sandwich to our advantage to try and get a shiny Venomoth. And actually where this Venomoth was spawning is a place where a lot of bug types actually spawn, such as Cypher and Heracross. Both of those spawn here too, with a bunch of others as well. So it's actually a very high bug encountered place. So you never know, we could have maybe ran into a pink Heracross. That would have been pretty neat. So I started doing the Venomoth outbreak, and here's how it went. Hey, Mr. Venomoth, can you go tell your blue Venomoth friend to come here so I can capture him? Thank you. And just like that, the sandwich and the outbreak both finished. Unfortunately, no shiny Venomoth this time. I would have really liked to add that one to my collection. All right, guys, so that was RNG to catch a shiny, episode number 1. Does that mean there's going to be multiple episodes? Maybe. Let me know in the comments if you would like another episode of RNG to catch a shiny. Don't forget to enter the giveaway by liking, subscribing, and commenting below what your favorite bug type Pokemon is. Here is the lovely Molly, the shiny Scarlet, and this was the end goal, so we actually got what we wanted. I'm not sure if next time we will be so lucky. I would like to see how RNG for a shiny would actually work in later episodes. I wonder what Pokemon we'd hunt for next. And don't forget, guys, all my social medias are in the link in the bio. I stream on TikTok Pokemon exclusively on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I also stream on Twitch over the weekends with variety gaming content. And I also post on Instagram, Twitter. Don't forget to join the active Pokemon Discord if you'd like to be a part of our little awesome Pokemon community where we help each other with shiny hunts and unions and raids and Pokédex fill-in, then feel free to join that too. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I can't wait to see everybody's favorite bug type Pokemon. I hope you all have a lovely day and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.